Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials down 184. You get the Nasdaq off 85. S&Ps are down 25. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Darrell Martin, as we do each and every Tuesday at 20 past the 10.
That's right.
You can check out Darrell every trading day, folks, at apexinvesting.com. Darrell Martin, what's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing great, man. These markets are flying up.
Those markets are moving. How about that pound? You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. So tell me about the pound here. What do you think we're going to have go on with everything? They haven't passed anything yet.
Well, you know,
right?
This is what's so cool, man. I mean, what's so wild. I mean, the pound just looks like it's going to go to 132, and none of us really know, like, okay, is this Brexit, no Brexit? I'm trying to figure it out, like, okay, you know, they extend it, they do a hard Brexit, whatever it is, the pound's liking it, man. It's like, that thing wants to go.
I mean, they got really excited after they went ahead and, they put that no confidence up, and then that didn't pass through. And, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's going up, and it's like it seems to be really positive in the whole process. Almost like they don't want a deal the way they're acting.
Yeah.
So it's just hard, cut it off. But economically, for the trade, internationally, and the businesses, you think they'd want that deal in place.
I don't know. I think they would not want that deal.
Really? You think they're just going to, after it happens, like everybody's going to want the business?
They don't want they don't want to Brexit at all.
Oh, okay.
It's either going to be that they're just going to delay it.
That's what I think he's saying.
No, he was saying that they want the deal, right?
I say because right now if they don't pass it, it just happens.
Right.
With no economic agreement between Europe and Britain.
And the pound would not be going up on that type of anticipation, right? So they must be going up on the anticipation that it's either going to be delayed substantially or delayed inevitably for another vote.
Right.
That's kind of my take. Now, I think that the market loves that. Whether people who live there should love a government not doing what you vote for is another story. But the market loves to just pretend like that didn't happen and wait another year or two and see what happens.
It's like keep kicking the can down the road, so therefore we don't have to worry about it and everything's okay right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of my take on things. And, that run from December 14th, man, going from almost 124, 125 at least, up to, 130, 5 pennies, pretty big move in terms of about a month. And I would say that's kind of the calculation that, hold on, they are really far away from being able to make some kind of deal here. And I think the market kind of recognizes that the politicians over there hopefully are smart enough not to have a hard Brexit.
Right.
And that at worst case, if they, that they'd probably kick the can down the road. And the market loves to hear that.
Yeah. Because, when you look at this pound, too, and what's intriguing, of course, is that the politicians are going to have to figure out how they can say that they still live in a democracy and they're not going to do what the people say.
Yeah.
But you can see that when this started, the pound was at $1.50.
Right.
And,
Yeah, at least 145.
So what you have there is that, the people say, okay, I lost a lot of money. And the analysis, it's really intriguing. Of course, we know that you get bulls and bears and all that, but they're claiming that if it was a hard Brexit, a lot of people are saying, okay, the pound could lose 20%. Sometimes when I look at this, I'm trying to, even say, well, how do you know that? You know what I mean? It's like,
They're economists. That's what, to be fair. I mean, that's what they...
Oh, yeah, well...
I don't know. That's their estimate. That's a business term.
Right. No, I understand that, but I'm just saying that it could just be the opposite too. But whatever it is, the pound wants a higher price. So I think that's a heads up. Now, what hasn't happened yet, folks, and this is what gets really interesting, is that the euro's. I was going to say the euro's moving, but it's not.
That's
a second. Yeah. So the euro, the euro still hasn't got off the consolidation that it's been in.
Right, exactly. You think it would be impacted quite a bit by this, but it's not.
And that's why I was looking, saying, okay, this is intriguing, man. Why isn't the euro moving higher also? Because if there's cohesiveness with the deal, we should get some action.
Yeah.
So, and the countdown's on. So
we're in about 2 months. It's March 29th. We're in January 22nd. So
I know.
So they're going to have to pass an extension soon, or...
That's it, right, And I think that's what you kind of saw when the market said, hold on, we're only 2 months out here. And so they're not just going to, bail, because that would be pandemonium.
Right.
And politicians, that's not good for anybody getting reelected over there. They know it's pandemonium because they can't do anything. So maybe if they even just start with kicking it down the road, 6 months.
It'd be hard being a company over there trying to figure out what you're
Oh,
going
I
to do.
agree. It's horrible. Yeah.
Well, the banks, it's already cost the banks a fortune. Not that they don't have it, but they were already moved.
Right.
So now they're holding up 2 offices simultaneously, but they've moved a lot of their traders, outside of the UK.
They're not going to need to hold up those 2 offices. I mean, you wouldn't open your why. There's no reason. They can do business anywhere else in the world, and then maybe if they do a Brexit, they have one small office that can take care of.
Right. And you want to see a trade? This is a trade here that you and I can't do, but Griffin did it. One of these big hedge fund guys, folks, he came in on Friday night and bought one of the most expensive places in London. And
so you're on the euro. Maybe if you go to the pound.
Okay,
for
yeah.
news.
Let me.
GBP.
I'll just go like that first. Then I'll go. Because this is quite a story, man. Because I remember when this happened, that Steve Cohen, who's one of the most successful hedge fund guys, when this happened, he also went in, but he went in early into London. Griffin. So
Go back for a second.
the guy I'm
I think
looking
you want
for
to click on it. Was it a featured story, probably?
Yeah, it was a feature story, and it was Griffin that bought. He came in and bought a huge mansion, and there it is right there. So look at this.
I'd seen that.
Yeah. So Ken Griffin, his appetite for marquee homes in London, shelling out $122 million for the historic mansion near Buckingham Palace.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he found his Citadel to bring it to the... Yeah.
200-year-old home, but watch the discount here. So we just remember 122, because this came down from. Yeah, he's got a lot of property.
Keep going. I had read this story as well.
Okay.
There you go. An asking price of 145 million pounds. Now it was at 95 million pounds, I believe, at 122 million. So 95 is what it got sold for. 145 million pounds.
Right.
Originally discussed in the past 2 years. It was offered at 125. So yeah, it came in at about 95.
That's a deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's particularly a deal if the.
Well, and the pound dropping down from where it was at 145.
That's even better. That's right. I wasn't even thinking about that. Because he's paying, of course, in U.S. dollars. Yeah, converting to pound. And then if, in fact, they don't have chaos over there, well, guess what? Everything will be back to London again.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
You could make a fortune on that thing.
Oh, seriously, man. I mean, he bought it a third off, right?
Yeah.
Well, a third off of what they wanted for it. You know what I mean? But
When you're in that stratosphere, it's probably tough to gauge the true demand when you only have a few select buyers that are going to be in the market.
oh, there's no doubt,
Yeah.
man. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Sometimes it's just a matter of whether he wants it or not.
Yeah.
She, whatever,
Well, gotta love it. Well, listen, man, you have a great week, a safe week. We look forward to speaking next week, Darrell.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Keep watching
man.
the
Have a
pound
good
there.
Take care, man.
Have a good one.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials down 157, Nasdaq's off 71, S&P's down 22. Come right back.